Hey, it's your old pal Larry Dicko and my buddy Fuckface here.
Yeah.
And sorry we've been gone so long. We were taking a long winter's nap, but we woke up out of it to review this Robocop remake.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, we did.
I think we were going to see 47 Ronin, but then I was like, I don't want to watch Sucker Punch again.
And we were gonna do something else, but it looked too terrible, so yeah, we're back again.
Yeah, so anyway, sorry for the long break, but now we are back and we're ready to review Robocop. Fuckface, what is Robocop about?
The tragic tale of a happy human cop who got blowed up and was reborn as a very sad cyborg. And now he must spend way too long moping about being robotic and thinking how he'll never get to bang his hot wife anymore. Well, maybe he could fuck her, but he wouldn't feel anything. Some kind of revenge happens, and Gary Oldman yells a lot. Samuel Jackson yells too.
Well, the remake of Robocop sucked.
Shocking.
As my good friend Gomer Pyle used to say,
Surprise, surprise, surprise! I would not buy this for $1.
he would not buy this for $1.
Not one. Except
Okay.
I paid 12.
Yeah, we both paid too much money. I mean, what were they thinking? Take a movie that's renowned for its incredible violence, hilarious social commentary, and replace it with a dry PG-13 yawn fest.
Who in the fuck thought that would be a good idea?
Let's quickly do a rundown of all the terrible things that are wrong with this movie. Number one, it is too fucking serious.
Drier than a mummy's vagina.
It's Robocop, people. It's kind of silly by nature. The original director, the great Paul Verhoeven, knew that, and he had fun with it.
Don't touch me, man!
2, guy who plays Robocop is boring.
Yeah, you see, you're not supposed to be robotic before you're Robocop. You turn into Robocop, then you become robotic. This guy, I don't know who he is or what he's from, but he's no Peter Weller. 3, too much Gary Oldman. Why the fuck is half this movie about Gary Oldman? I don't want to see Gary Oldman. I want to see Robocop blowing shit up.
I want to see endless board meetings with creepy Michael Keaton doing his best evil Silicon Valley CEO impersonation.
Yeah, if you like board meetings, you'll like this movie.
They want a product with a conscience. They want something that knows.
They basically turn this movie into Frankenstein, except the whole movie's about Dr. Frankenstein making Frankenstein's monster, and Frankenstein's monster is really boring. He's not like, that's not a very good Frankenstein. Can you do a better Frankenstein?
I don't know, man. You need arms.
You need arms. Okay.
Gotta have arms.
Here's one arm. Can you do a good Frankenstein? Number 4, too little Samuel L. Jackson in this movie. Now, there's a statement I'd never thought I'd hear myself say, but his take on the Fox News anchorman was actually pretty entertaining in a movie this boring. 5, all the sad scenes with Robocop trying to talk to his family were so awkward that the audience was straight up laughing.
Especially the little kid singing for the first time and saying, "Can I touch it?"
Yeah, it was
awesome.
It was supposed to be this tender moment, but it was like, it was so poorly directed, everybody was laughing.
It was tender.
It was definitely tender.
Oh, it was tender.
Hick! They spend way too much fucking time on Robocop's origin story. Now, this is the problem these days with movies. You goddamn kids in their movies these days. Is that everything's a fucking trilogy. No one can just make a movie. So when they make a trilogy, they plan it that way. They want all this money. They always fuck up the first movie because they spend the whole time with the origin story, and it's usually quite boring. In the first Robocop movie, he is up and throwing creeps through glass windows in 35 minutes. I timed it. In closing, the great over-the-top violence is gone. The funny, and at the time quite shocking, dialogue is gone.
Bitches, leave.
The heart is gone. And that's why the original Robocop is remembered as one of the all-time 80s classic, and this remake is already forgotten about. Now, I am not against remakes on principle. Yes, I would prefer Hollywood make new movies and quit pissing all over my childhood memories, but I think you can make a remake. I think there are certain ways you can do it, as long as you follow
Dicko's commandments for remakes.
Okay.
Bitches.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Thou shalt not remake a movie unless so much time has passed it is no longer in the cultural consciousness of America.
Thank you, Dr. Zayas. For instance, the 80s drug lord masterpiece Scarface is actually a remake of a 1938 movie by the same name. Now, or 1932. Now, of course, it's been so many years, people have forgot about that movie for the most part, so sure, remake it. That's not a problem. Number 2.
Thou shalt not make the exact same movie again, but shittier.
If you're going to remake something, fucking remake it. Put a cool twist on it. Do something different. Now, I say put a cool twist, do something different. I don't mean change every fucking part of it, like Michael Bay would or something. How about not even making a remake? What do you make Robocop for? How about this? Years have passed. It's the future. There's a whole army of Robocops patrolling the street. The original Robocop is retired, but an evil hacker, turns all the Robocops evil.
Yes, evil.
Then the original Robocop, who is now retired, must hit the streets, wipe him out, and kill the crazy hacker.
Played by Rick Moranis.
Yes, of course, played by Rick Moranis.
Yeah, and maybe the 209s could be piloted by giant penises and run around shooting cum and yelling, freeze creeps, and I'll come. I drew a picture.
Hey, I like that idea. Number 3.
Thou shalt never, and I mean never, remake a truly iconic movie.
Robocop's iconic. Total Recall's iconic. Starship Troopers is iconic. Yes, they're all by the same director, the brilliant Paul Verhoeven, but that's because he was making iconic movies. He made movies that have stood the test of time, that are still endlessly quoted on the internet, that are still in the cultural consciousness of America. Don't remake anything that's a cherished movie.
Just leave that shit alone.
There are so many terrible movies you could remake and make better. Or, how about just stop fucking remaking movies and make new movies? God damn, you people are lazy. Alright, we are done. The next show will be the Oscars. Our take on our review of the Oscars, or as a fuckface puts it,
Hollywood jacking itself off for hours.
for hours. And if you're bored and lonely, you can follow me on Twitter, @LardyRevenger. And watch our other shows, they're on YouTube. Here's where to watch them, right here. Goodbye. See you after the Oscars.
I'd buy that for $1.